Hello, my friends. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? If you're here, as always, please put a like so I know that you're here. How is the connection? Let me know if it's stable. Goodness gracious, it's been so long since I've done a live. Where are the chat messages? If you're here, please say hello so I know that you're here. I can't see any chat messages. Hello, I see observation channel. There you go. Hey there, how you doing? How are you doing, my friends? Okay, we got 8 people. Real Productions. Hi there, how you doing, bud? Astrid, how are you? Sigir, hope you're well. XRP, Bart, oh my friend. How are you doing? I'm good. I'm great, thank you, brother. Peter Sen, hello. All right, I'm basically doing a quick live. RG, hi there. Emil, hi there. Good to see you guys. I'm doing a quick live, basically, just to talk about what's currently going on in the market. I've been tweeting it nonstop, and if you're on my Patreon, you get all the necessary updates, right? But I just wanted to do this on YouTube, since I do have a YouTube channel where I rarely post, and people have been asking for a live for a long time, right? So the message is very simple. I believe that in the coming months, we're going to get the exit pumps, the so-called turbo candles. I jokingly say, the V12 turbo candles, because we literally completed all the phases of the market cycle, and this is the last phase that remains. Basically, when several different alts, not all of them, some go parabolic, blast off very hard. Of course, before that, there'll be corrections, there'll be scares. As I keep saying, I've been saying this since 2018 or whatever. It's been a very long time I've been saying it. I borrowed it from the Game of Thrones. The pumps are dark and full of terrors, right? So we can get a 500% pump, then a 50% correction, roughly, more or less, whatever, right? The point is that now we're waiting for the last part of the cycle where some coins go parabolic, we sell everything and we get out, basically. Or we get out with most of our coins, even if we're unable to sell everything. But the point is that we get out heavily in profit, and that's what we're waiting for. However, we do not try to chase tops. We, just like with dollar cost average, then after massive crashes, when Bitcoin crashed 70 to 80%, and we diversified into many different altcoins, we do the same thing. We start ledgering out in profits. If you're on my Patreon, now I can say it, since basically, those prices are gone. I'm already out with 25% of my XRP. I'm out with some coins entirely, and I'm out with a little bit, like 5, 10, 15, 20% with other altcoins, and I have started taking profits. If you remember when this cycle was starting, and Bitcoin was at roughly 60K, we launched the Patreon. I kept talking about how basically we're going to crash roughly 70, 80, and 90%, where we're going to do dollar cost average. We did that. We had a lot of bad actors and people like Capo telling people not to buy and wait for 12K, or YouTubers telling that 3K is coming, don't buy like at 15K and 20K, 25K, because we're going to see much lower prices. Basically, we ignored that and with dollar cost average. And I told you back then that I'm bullish, that I reposted this video from back then on Twitter just now. You can watch it. When I was telling you that the narrative is going to change, we're going to get bullish, Bitcoin is going to go to 100K, everybody's going to get excited, everybody is going to be talking about moons and Lambos. We've already started that phase of the cycle. We're already here, and it's about to reach its peak. So, everything that we planned for is happening. One thing that I want to advise is that don't chase tops, chase profits. Yes, the turbo candles are coming, I believe. Despite that, I'm already selling and taking profits, and I'll start taking heavy profits in the coming months when the turbo candles come. If they come next week, I'll do it next week. My point is that you should start selling and taking heavy profits. Do not try to time the top. You're not going to be able to time the top. Just sell before the top comes in, because your only options are really either sell too early and cry about selling too early but still get out in great profit, or sell too late and be at a loss, or not sell at all and be at a loss and become a community member that's talking about how great utility is and has zero profits in a bank account. That's something that I'm afraid of myself. Thank goodness I've been able to avoid that for 2 market cycles, and I'm sure I'll be able to do it now too. So I highly suggest that if you're on Patreon, you read every single market update. I highly suggest that you lock in profits whenever I say I'm locking in profits. And I highly suggest you do not rotate those profits. until we see a massive bear market crash, which we will once the top of this market comes in. First, of course, we're going to get turbo candles, I believe. But either way, every single time when you see now we're taking profits, do not rotate those profits. Our main focus is taking money and getting out of the market and waiting for major crashes, which will come many, many months down the line. Once we sell, do not FOMO back in. Do not try to be smart. Do not rotate those profits. Also, one thing, if you're doing what I'm doing and you're on my Patreon and you're following my strategy, don't do it partly, right? So basically, if you make money with me, and you will make money with me, don't then go and start listening to somebody else and start rotating the money out of greed to try and make more money, because then you're already doing something I'm not doing, right? So either stick with me and do what I'm doing, or go somewhere else and do what somebody else is doing, or do your own thing. But don't try to half-ass it, my friends, basically. Don't try to do 50% of what I'm doing and then 50% of your own thing, because once you do that, you're not going to get the same results as me, and you're going to be angry about it, trying to blame me when it has nothing to do with me, basically. So the point is, either do your own thing, take profits, either do what I'm doing, take profits, or do something else what somebody else is doing. Just pick something. That's my point. Yeah. So when you start this mismatch, when you start mixing things, that's when you're gonna have very poor results, because it's just like trying to take different, I don't know, clothing pieces or whatever, right? When you try to do a mishmash of everything, even in architecture, modern, and then I don't know, let's say old school, it just looks like shit. Excuse my French. It just looks bad. So don't get the poor results. So yeah, you know what I believe? I believe in new highs. I believe some coins will hit new highs. I believe that we're still yet to see Ethereum and BNB deliver big candles, which is where basically I believe a lot of alts will see excitement, and that's where we'll start locking in heavily. Once again, I repeat that I have already started selling, and I will keep selling, and I'll start selling heavily once the turbo candles come in. I know that you don't want to hear this. We spoke about all of this. If you like, once again, if you've been with me on YouTube, if you've been with me on Twitter throughout these years, you remember when Bitcoin was at 15K, I was bullish. I was telling you, don't be depressed. I retweeted all those tweets on Twitter right now. Don't be depressed. Don't be down. Be excited. These are generation opportunities. Buy dollar cost average share, diversify, be patient and wait. We will see new highs. Bitcoin's at new highs. All stock indexes are at new highs. And some also are at new highs, and a lot more altcoins are going to be, not a lot more altcoins are going to be at new highs, and some are going to recover well, like roughly 50% below their all-time highs, which will still deliver great gains. I know that you don't want to hear this. Once again, we spoke about how you're not going to want to hear this when the pumps come about selling. I know that nearly everybody loses starts paying attention to what I say once the pumps come in. It's just like when we're dollar cost averaging at the bottom. Thank goodness more people listen this time, but still not enough, I think. And the same thing happens during every single time when we start turning bullish. I started getting much less likes. It's like on Twitter, literally a year ago, I used to get, 1,000 to 10,000 likes per tweet. Now I get maybe like 100 to 1,000, right? Very often just 50. The reason being because people don't like what I'm saying, right? And it's understandable, because that's exactly why most people don't make money, because what I say is what works. And unfortunately, statistically, most people don't make money in crypto markets. So 2025, the way I would like you to think about it is not the year of the bull. It's not the year of turbo candles and all that. What I want you to take away from this is a year to be fearful. It's a year to walk away a winner. It's the year to think about the other side of the mega pump. You've seen the charts, my friends. Bring up any altcoin chart in the last several years and look what happens after the mega pumps. You get the mega dumps. Yes, sure, we get the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000% pumps, 10,000% pumps, but then what follows is 90, 95, 85, 80% crashes, right? And you don't want to be left holding and buying the dip there. This is one thing that I'm not going to be doing. I'm not rotating profits, not buying the dip. You'll see popular tweets from popular profiles saying buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. It will work several times. You'll buy the dip and you'll keep making money until when you buy the dip another time and it turns out like a year away that it's a 90% crash, and here you are left with nothing once again, all pissed off, without any profits, without any life-changing money, to then turn that money into much bigger money in the next cycle. So your number one fear should be walking away with no life-changing money. Lower your targets. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to lower my targets. It's better to lower them and exit a winner and take great profits, and then use those profits to make more money in the next cycle than to walk away with nothing and make nothing in the next cycle, basically. Just start all over. It's just 4 years of your life going down the drain. You don't want to do that, right? That's definitely not something you want to do. So yeah, just be cautious. In the coming months, transfer all that excitement that you experience into profits. Every single time you get excited, sell some of your bag. Every single time you see some moon target a bullish video from your favorite YouTuber, sell a portion of your bag. Sell any coin, no matter what the narrative is. Is it a meme coin, a utility coin, AI coin, gaming coin, a privacy coin? It doesn't matter what it is. At the end of the day, it was all just drivel. I've explained this many times on my Patreon, right? I mean, we predicted these pumps. More pumps are going to come. We predicted the dumps. I've done it. I've been doing it for the third time now, right? How am I able to do that, right? Because I just look at all coins for what they are. They're garbage. They are all pumps and dumps until something changes in the market. That's why some of them pump extremely hard, but they all dump roughly 80-90%. Some drop to zero and never recover. You have to be aware of these things. You don't have to like it, but you have to be aware of it and you have to act on it. You have to make money. So my friends, in the coming months, do not chase tops, chase profits. Pay yourself. You should already start paying yourself. People are saying, like, how are you paying yourself? Like, the bull market only started. What are you talking about? Bull market started when Bitcoin bottomed at 15K. I don't know where you've been buying and what you've been doing if you don't have any profits. Like, for example, we bought XRP years ago during the COVID crash at 15 cents, and this time around at roughly 50 cents. And even if you bought at roughly 50 cents, at one point, you were up like 5x, 6x, right? Like, how are you not taking profits? Where have you been buying, right? So that's my number one question. Either way, I hope you've been buying low after major crashes, following the rules. You know the rules. If you're a Patreon member, wait for major crashes. Start dollar cost averaging in with equal amounts of money and diversifying without favoring one coin over another. Wait for big pumps, start laddering out. Wait for turbo candles, sell and get out, and wait for a crash again to rebuy. Right? It's very simple and straightforward. So that's it. Like, roughly I think like 1,200 days roughly we're into the cycle. Over 3 years have been completed in this market cycle. We're now a lot closer to the end of this market cycle than the beginning. But yes, it's true that the biggest gains come towards the end of the market cycle. That's why I believe that the turbo candles are coming, because I base what I do on historical probabilities and statistics. And based on historical probabilities, we should get turbo candles on some alts. Once again, some alts will do very well, some do okay, some underperform and disappoint and do nothing and go to zero, which is exactly why we diversified different coins with different narratives. All right, my friends, it's been 12 minutes instead of 5. I hope everybody's well. Love you very much. Once again, remember to lock in profits and pay yourself and leave this market cycle winner. Once you sell, do not rotate those profits. Once again, pay yourself, do not rotate those profits. Yeah, repeat after me. Pay yourself during the pumps, do not rotate those profits. All right, love you guys. Put a like, by the way, please, and bye-bye.